Yes, watching this video right now, we have something that's Breath of the Wild related. Well, sort of. Welcome to a game called Infinity Nikki. Infinity Nikki actually comes from other games that were available on mobile, like Miracle Nikki and Shining Nikki and Love Nikki. Now this particular one is console ready, meaning the visuals are going to be so much better, it's going to run on a higher frame rate, and it's just going to look absolutely stunning. Now I'm going to show you some gameplay here, and you're going to think to yourself, this all looks a bit familiar. Why do I feel like I've been here before? Why do these visuals seem familiar to me, and why does this layout seem familiar to me? Well, let me tell you this. Nintendo Breath of the Wild Director, yes, Breath of the Wild Director, Kintaro Tominaga, is actually executive producer to this game, meaning there's going to be lots of inspiration that's going to be taken out from Breath of the Wild and put into this game. So if you guys like Breath of the Wild, you like how that game plays and you like how it looks visually, then this game in particular might actually be something you're interested in. So today, in today's video, we're going to be checking out the trailer and let's talk about it, dissect it a little bit, and I'll give my full-blown opinions on this game before it's released. But before I get into any of that, I do want to say a massive thank you to Infold and Infinity Nikki for sponsoring today's episode and giving us this material that we can talk about here together right now.
Momo, I think I was dreaming.
It wasn't a dream. We were really transported to Mirrorland.
Immediately, I can see it now. I don't know how I hadn't seen this before, but I can see it now. And also the music is very reminiscent of stuff that I've heard from Breath of the Wild also. See, my interest for this game has skyrocketed just because of the information I just found out. Let's continue. Okay, so from my understanding, you're going to see some pauses throughout this reaction, but from my understanding, the previous games that Infold had published were like dress-up sim-like games. So getting new outfits and stuff is kind of like the norm in this. So if we see some outfit changes and stuff, it's all part of the gameplay. Now, before I do anything else, you can see that there's some mountain in the distance. There's some sort of church or temple or Temple of Time or something in the distance. So very, very much reminiscent to Breath of the Wild already. And that gets me kind of excited and hyped for this game.
The path of a stylist is never easy. So, are you ready for it?
Ready.
We're ready.
Ready.
Okay, so it looks like you can actually go really small, and your little fluffy companion here is a part of the gameplay mechanics too. That's cool. Alright, some of the enemies look really cool in this. Not gonna lie, that's cool. And top it all off, you get a bicycle. A real cutesy bicycle, which I think would be really fun, and hopefully there's no limitations to where you can go with this bicycle. I want to go off-road. I don't care if they're not off-road wheels. I'm going down mountainsides and cliffs with that thing. Right, so one of the highlights in this trailer is that they're showing all these little cutesy, cuddly critters that are found across the world, almost as if it's got Pokemon or something. I'm not really sure what role they play in the game, whether you can collect them like Pokemon, or they're just kind of companions and stuff that you can interact with, maybe get quests off of. I don't know, because they don't really highlight that too much in this. But I'm curious to see what kind of other creatures and stuff are in here. So we have like friendly mobs and not so friendly mobs in this world that we're in. See, this part here, I can't help but like get kind of excited about, because look at these views. I feel like not many people are talking about this game, and not enough people are talking about this game. This is the in-game visuals. It's really pretty, right? And you have this sort of flying contraption. I don't know if that's one of the Pokemon-like creatures in the game, but you can fly to these areas in the map. I don't know how big the map is, but just looking at this visual and seeing the mountains in the distance and seeing all of these like villages on massive cliff sides that are shaped of mushrooms or something. I don't know what that is, but it's so cool. It reminds me of Rito Village, actually, when you come to think of it, with the bridges and everything being up high. So there is a lot of like Breath of the Wild inspired stuff in this game that I can't help but get kind of excited about. Now, I know like for a lot of people, like the cutesy anime looking characters might be a little bit off-putting for this game, but I'm not going to knock it until I try it. I genuinely think this would be something that could be very, very good if given the chance. Let's keep watching. See, there's another like flying thing. It's like a swing, and they always take pictures in this trailer. I'm assuming like photo mode and stuff is a big part of the game, and it's probably a big part of the quests and stuff. But there's a lot of flying like machines in this that you can get. And then you have a showcase of all the dresses. Like I said, previous game was about dressing up your character, so. Infinity Nikki.
Is it you who pursues infinity?
Oh.
Or is infinity awaiting you?
See, now we're actually getting some heavy story stuff. So it looks like there's proper in-game cutscenes as well, and full-blown voice acting, something Breath of the Wild didn't really have unless it was a cutscene. Now that's probably going to be the same in this. There's probably a lot of text and dialogue to get through, but I have to say, lads, just finding out that information and being told that information, I couldn't help but get excited about it. I don't know what it is, just knowing that somebody that's had a huge role in the development of Breath of the Wild is gonna be executive producer of this game, and you know full well after hearing that information and watching this trailer, you can immediately see it. As somebody that's been a huge fan of Breath of the Wild for a while now, somebody that has made countless amounts of content on Breath of the Wild, streamed it, talked about it, developed a community around it, I can't help get excited about this now. I really can't. Yes, there's like anime-like characters, there's dresses and stuff, and it's got these cutesy, cuddly things around the place. That doesn't bother me. If the game is fun, if the gameplay is fun, if there's great exploration, if there's great boss fights, if there's great dungeon crawling, you know, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So what did you guys think about this trailer? What do you guys think of the information that I just relayed on you as well? Does that make you a little bit more curious about this game? Like I said, if you guys want to check out the game and you want to register for the test, make sure you click the link in the description below. I'm going to try this game out when it's available to test, and then maybe I'll make another video letting you guys know, okay, I played the game and you know what? It's actually really good. Or it could be really bad. I don't know. But from looking at the trailer, it looks good. So we'll have to wait and see. So a huge thank you again to Infinity Nikki and Info for sponsoring today's episode and giving me the information that I needed to kind of get excited about this. I can't help but be excited about it now, and I hope my video has made you excited and curious about this one too. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay geeky, stay cool, be awesome, and be happy, and I'll see you dudes in my next video. See you later, dudes.